On this channel, Million Dollars Made Easy, we love to run numbers for people. We like to give them some idea what might lie ahead in the future. And as I said here in number one and two, I want some clarification here so you don't misunderstand what this channel is doing. We use the actual historical returns for the S&P 500 for the last 100 years, and we simply project ahead what similar returns might do for you in the near future. It just gives you a rough idea. And if I'm going to run numbers for you, I need to have your beginning balance, your monthly contribution, and your desired increase. And we'll go ahead and run the numbers for you. And in this case, we got somebody he's got $650,000, and he's here and he needs to have at least $1 million to retire. But he also knows he's going to get a pension in 5 years. He knows he's going to take Social Security in 10 years. So let's see. He has $650,000. Let's see if he could retire. $650,000. In the 5th year, he's going to get his pension, and in the 10th year, he's going to get Social Security. So what we want to do is run these numbers. We know he knows he's going to need $5,000 a month initially. He wants to increase that by a 2% COLA to keep up with inflation. So we're going to plug these numbers in, $5,000 a month, and we're going to see where he might be. If the returns were like 1995, you can see he would be. Well, we also want to do a 70-30 split, 70% stay in the S&P 500 because you want to have something that beats inflation uh, as often as you can. The cash reserve account is when the market's going down, you take this 60,000, these amounts out of there. So here's what's happening after starting out with 60,000. In the 5th year, he's going to get his pension. His pension is 1,500. So we're going to go ahead and make this. Yeah, it's 5306 a month by that time with inflation. So we're going to go and do 3,900 because 1,500 of that amount is going to be from his pension. We also want to, in the 10th year, we want to go down through here. The Social Security is going to get 2,000. So he was going to get 4,221 in the 9th year. So we want to take the 2,000 off of that. So he's going to only need 2,250. So let's go ahead and run these numbers. Hopefully this makes sense to you. We're going to see how many times the last 100 years, given the scenario, the returns for the last 100 years, where he might be looking forward in the future with these scenarios. I want you to notice only 5 times in the last 100 years with this scenario, needing $60,000 a year, pension kicking in the 5th year, and Social Security kicking in the 10th year. You're only going to run out of money 5 times. Here's the actual graph. Look at this. If we have depression type years, or if we have something like what happened in the year 2000, which is recent, that's concerning because of this. Let's go down here and show you. You got the 5,000 a month, pension kicking in here, Social Security kicking in here, but you actually, because the market was going down, those initial 3 years, actually we should be 2,000 here. You're actually going to run out of money, but every other time you're going to be just fine. So does he have enough money to retire? If he's got the pension and he's got the Social Security and he's monitoring what's going on initially, what's going on again, if those initial years are down, he could go to a 0% COLA for a little while. Then his money would last a little bit longer. Maybe you'd take out a little bit less than the 5,000. Maybe you'd take out 4,250. Then your money's going to last. Again, it'd be kind of painful if you're planning on 5,000. But again, if those initial down years, you have to make changes in your retirement planning. But other than that, looks like you'd be just fine. You're doing 5,000 a month, starting with 650,000. But that's what we do on this channel. We just run numbers. Does he have enough to retire? In most cases, 5 out of the last 100 years, you would have had enough money. It just depends on what's happening those initial years. Every other scenario, he'd be just fine. You can see the summary box going through here no matter what year I pick. This is withdrawing the 5,000 a month and increasing it, and then using the pension and the Social Security. He'd be just fine. In most years, there's just a few years. More recently, the 1999, 2000 years, you'd be running out of money. If you stuck with the 5,000, if you cut back a little bit, those initial years, you'd be just fine. But that's what we do on this channel. We run numbers for people. Please let people know there's a channel like this that exists. Please let people know that we do it both in the accumulation stage and also in the withdrawal stage. Is $650,000 enough? If you need $5,000 a month and you're getting pension, Social Security, it looks like it is in almost every case, except just the really weird ones in the Depression years and around the year 2000. Thanks for watching.